What's up, everyone? I am Tim Oates on bass, and the Foo Fighters just dropped their latest album. I mean, literally just dropped. It is midnight on February 5th. So guess what? It's time to review that bad boy. Alright, so it's been a while since I've done an album review, and it's been even longer since I've done an album drop review, which is when I literally wait up till midnight the day it's released so I can listen to it first thing and drop a review immediately. The reason it's been a while is because, quite frankly, during the holidays, there wasn't a lot of new music coming out. But now there is. And I'm thrilled that the first one of 2021 is the new Foo Fighters album, Medicine at Midnight. This has been... fans have been waiting on this one for a long time. We got our first peek a few months ago on SNL when they played Shame, Shame. A little bit of a different take, I think, took everyone by surprise. So everyone, I think, really got excited about what the rest of the album sounded like. So that's what we're going to do. Now, you're going to see little title cards for each track. That gives you a chance, if you want to listen along, you just pause it right there, listen to the track, and then play it, and I'll tell you my thoughts. And it can be like we're listening to the songs together. See how that works? All right, let's do it. First track of the album is Making a Fire. What a great opening track. Just big. It just sounded big and fun. Great chorus. What a fantastic way to introduce the new album. Well, if you're listening to the album, the introduction that most people are familiar with is actually the next song, which is Shame, Shame. Making a Fire. Really, really strong opening song to the album. Loved it. But let's move on to Shame, Shame, which was the opening or the intro to the album for people that were watching Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Okay. All right, so obviously no surprises there. Heard that song a fair amount. I tried not to listen to it too much, but you just can't help. It was definitely out there quite a bit for a while. I think it's a really good song. A couple things about it. That drum intro. That drum part's kind of going throughout the whole song, but just the way it starts out with the drum, I love that. I think it's so cool. You just can't help but bob your head. Just doom 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 doom. It just really gets you into that groove. And the thing I love about the chorus is you don't lose that bobbing head feeling. It's still that same pulse, but they fill in the sound just magnificently without losing that driving feeling and that pulse. Just really good arrangement, good songwriting, great way to introduce a new album. Keep moving along and check out the next one, which is Cloud Spotter. Whew. That was a cool song. Groovy, catchy. Straightforward rock song, but tons of groove. Yeah, really fun. Everyone knows Taylor's an amazing drummer. Seems like he's having a lot of fun on this, right? But the last two tracks really had some drum lines that have kind of come up front, and just you can kind of tell he's just having fun. And it's not even that anything's particularly complicated. They just sound cool. Great song. Just enjoyed everything about it. All right, so the next one is Waiting on a War. Now, Waiting on a War is actually the third release that came out, and this one I deliberately tried to avoid hearing it because I knew I was going to do this album review. This would be my true first time hearing Waiting on a War. Okay, so definitely have not heard that song. I'm glad I didn't. Wanted to have some surprises with the new album. That was an interesting song. I really dug the acoustic intro. I thought it was an intro at first. It ended up kind of being throughout most of the song, but the song, it really tried to kind of take you through a lot of emotions, but very, very subtly. Kind of a song of like remembrance, looking back at yesteryear, and it portrayed that emotion. At the end, the change became a little bit more apparent because there's a strong build, there's a tempo change, it starts speeding up. It definitely starts getting more aggressive, more heavier, which I was actually waiting for that the whole song. I felt like the entire song I was waiting to get to that point. I think the song's good. I wanted that build and climb to get there a little bit sooner. It was a nice payoff. Like, I was glad that it got there, but I just thought it could have been there a little bit sooner. Still a great song. Let's check out the next one, which is Medicine at Midnight, the title track. Oh, that was a cool song. Just smooth and funky. Up front, like the first thing I noticed is the bass and guitar were kind of doing this like matching riff. It was super cool. Really dug that. But I mean, honestly, the bass work through the entire song is phenomenal. I mean, the bass work's usually really good, but like in this song, it really stood out. There's like a real bluesy solo, like not like a slow bluesy solo, but like like a upbeat bluesy solo, like nice and airy, and you just don't hear that anymore. Such a nice departure from what we're kind of getting from rock bands nowadays. So yeah, that was dope. Next up is No Son of Mine, which another one that I've heard, because this was the second release after Shame Shame. So I've heard this song, and a lot of people like referencing Rammstein, and I don't know. I didn't hear it. We'll see if I hear it now. So, all right. No Son of Mine. So I just don't hear the Rammstein reference. Like, I don't know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, when this song came out, there was a lot of people on the internet that were referencing that it sounded like Rammstein, and I was really confused. I was like, Foo Fighters sound like Rammstein? That doesn't make any sense. I do hear Ace of Spades in it, though. Like, there's a very strong reference to Ace of Spades. I mean, not that they ripped them off, but I think there's definitely a nod there. The song just kind of sounds to me like an old school rock song. And I almost didn't catch the backup singers, which actually they're subtle, but they add a lot. Like once I realized what was going on, I started listening to them, and the backup parts that they're singing is actually really additive to the song as a whole. So let's check out the next one, which is Holding Poison. All right, yeah, that one I'm not feeling as much. It's weird. I found it very interesting, but I just didn't enjoy most of it. So the keyboards in it, I just didn't like the tone. The pre-chorus is really cool. That's like the spin around part. Like, I thought the pre-chorus was really, really cool, and the bridge was phenomenal as well. So those parts I really like, but I guess that means I just don't like the verses and choruses, which is most of the song. I'm conflicted. I want to like this song more than I do, but you know what? It's okay. Next up, Chasing Birds. Well, that definitely made up for Holding Poison. That song was awesome. So super chill, laid back. This is a song that you put on when you just want to relax and kind of elevate your spirit. I thought when it first started, like just the first couple of seconds, I thought it kind of had like a Peter Gabriel vibe. I was really wrong. It quickly turned into more of like a John Lennon vibe, like the the laid back John Lennon. That song is really cool. Just chill, laid back the whole time. Don't have enough good things to say about that. Next up, it's the last song of the album. There's only 9 tracks. This is Love Dies Young. So it was Love Dies Young. That was cool. That was a really solid way to end the album. So it kind of opens up with this like chuggy driving guitar, and it kind of keeps that feeling up through most of the song. The whole song was just kind of driving and upbeat. There'd be these little breaks, where it'd go not a completely different direction, but it kind of like bring in just a little bit of a different feel and then get back to that driving sense. Overall, I'd say it's a fun song. I really dig it, but I can also see this is the type of song where the more I listen to it, the more I really like enjoy it and really start to appreciate it. The album as a whole is a really good album. I mean, there's definitely some songs that I really really dug. Some songs that maybe not feeling as much. Some kind of in the middle. And it's crazy. It's only 9 songs. It's not like it's a huge track list, but it's kind of got a little something for everyone, I think. So that's my review of Medicine at Midnight by Foo Fighters. I hope you enjoyed the review here. Me staying up late, getting this done, trying to get it out to you as quickly as possible. I had fun making it, but I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed now. Drop some comments. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that YouTube magic. You keep making beautiful music, and I will see you in the next one.